We go to the next bout of the evening. Dennis Ogboo in the black trunks coming out of the red corner. He is 7-5 with 6 knockouts, weighed in 172 pounds, lives in Lexington, Kentucky by way of Nigeria, 45 years old. His opponent also in the all black trunks coming out of the blue corner, 31-year-old Rich Gingras from Attleboro, Mass, 11-3, 7 knockouts. As you just heard Bill Carpenter introduce, he was on season 4 of the reality show The Contender, where he fought over in Singapore. Pat Sullivan and Greg Rebello broadcasting to you from the Twin River Event Center, Jimmy Birchfield's Classic Entertainment and Sports Thursday Night Boxing. Dennis Ogboo, second fight here at the Twin River Event Center. His last fight only 3 months ago, where he came in and knocked out very popular and successful fighter Benny Constantino, who was 7-1 at the time. Ogboo came in and spoiled Benny's homecoming, now looking to defeat another hometown fighter in Rich Gingras, who lost his last fight here at Twin River on the same card due to a cut that the referee had to stop the fight for.
I love it. 45 years old, still getting in the ring, getting after it, man. It's good to see. Yeah. Gingras is coming out, landing a nice left hook to the body. Man.
And Ogboo coming all the way from Kentucky to fight 2 hometown guys.
Absolutely, yeah. Gingras is trying to get in real close with all those. He throws nice body shots. Ogboo's got a really long stance. He seems like he's trying to keep him at range, keeping his hands way out in front of him.
And Gingras trying to shake off the memory of that last loss, a second-round TKO to Terrence Smith, who was 7-13 coming in. That fight happened in May. And previously before that, he had a knockout win over 10-4 Adam Harris. Took some time off previously after fighting in the Contender over in Singapore. Won the fans' vote. Came back for the finale at Foxwoods. Lost that fight as well. And now Gingras looking to get back on the winning track here with an 11-3 record.
So far, Gingras seems like he's stalking him down, trying to get in tight, in close, and land that big shot. Ogboo's trying to keep him on the outside. He's doing a good job of circling out.
Greg, combined between these two fighters, 18 wins and 13 of them by knockout. So we get 2 guys here who would like to go for the finishing punch.
Absolutely, 2 guys that like to finish. Always exciting, man. Dennis Ogboo, nicknamed the Nigerian Assassin, was KO'd in his 3 previous fights before coming in here and beating Benny Constantino. So the last 4 fights overall for Dennis have ended in a knockout. And Dennis just keeps coming forward. Or Richard, I'm sorry, keeps coming forward. Dennis keeps circling out. He's trying to stay out of that power of Gingras.
Final seconds here in round number 1. Scheduled 4-round bout. Rich Gingras was scheduled to fight local favorite Richard Bobo the Bull Starnino. And about a week ago, Bobo injured his back during sparring. And Ogboo immediately boarded a plane and flew right up here to Rhode Island to fight Attleboro's Rich Gingras.
Try to spoil another hometown guy.
Ladies and gentlemen, D'Amico and Birchfield is dedicated to...
Greg, you gotta love guys like that who would just hop on a plane and come up here on 1 week's notice to fight a hometown guy.
No, absolutely. I mean, there's a lot of them out there, and the fans always appreciate it, and even their opponents always appreciate it. How can you not? You know, a guy that will take a fight on such short notice, fly all the way up here, leave his family to, come take a fight against a hometown guy. All right, so what Dennis's corner is saying is when Rich comes in and is really aggressive, he wants him to throw that 1-2 and move. So he wants him to throw a couple of punches and get out of there. He does not want him to stay in that pocket and, let Rich land those heavy body shots.
But I need them 1-2s down the middle. Just settle down a little bit. Let's go, let's go.
Obviously taking a short notice fight, you know what I mean? Your cardio is going to be in question. But, his corner, obviously has confidence in his conditioning because, keep telling him to keep moving, keep circling out.
Certainly Rich Gingras probably has superior conditioning to most fighters that he's going to go in against.
No,
he owns
absolutely.
a gym in Attleboro called Fight to Fitness, where he has 230 clients, so constantly all day his job is just to work out and run his clients up and down. So he certainly must be in tip-top shape. We'll see if that plays into this fight after this first round.
No, absolutely. As you can see, he definitely looks to be in shape, and owning and running a gym, you don't really have an excuse not to be in shape. So. But he seems to just kind of, sticking out that jab, trying to stalk him down, but he really likes to land those body shots, and he's got excellent body shots. Trying to cut him down in that ring. But Dennis is still throwing, and he's still circling. He's trying to stay out of that power.
You see, when Gingras throws punches towards Ogboo, he almost backs up and puts his hands up towards the sky.
And he's leaving his head way back, so I'm expecting Gingras to try to throw an overhand right. I'm sure he's going to try to commit a lot and land that big shot over the top.
Ogboo fought for the WBF Cruiserweight title back in 2009. Lost that fight by knockout, was knocked out in his next 2 fights, and then, as we mentioned, won his most previous fight here against Benny Constantino.
But Ogboo's just throwing that jab. His corner wanted him to throw that 1-2 and then move out, but he just seems to be throwing that jab and circling. Nice body shots here by Rich.
Speaking of short notice fights, Gingras, after he lost to Terrence Smith here in May, was offered a fight in July on 10 days notice, Greg, and he was so eager to get back into the ring. He was ready to take a fight on 10 days notice, and they were going to find an opponent for him, and they just couldn't get the right opponent there for Rich in the time. But that's how bad he's wanting to get back into the ring, and you see right now all that frustration is just built up here, and he's hit Ogboo 3 or 4 good shots, and there he goes with a nice left hand, sends Ogboo down to the canvas.
And I like what Rich is doing. He started out the first round, in the beginning of this round, going to the body, and then all of a sudden, bang, he came right up top of that overhand, that left hook, that leaping in left hook where he caught him with. But he's doing an excellent job right now.
And you see the corner throwing in the towel there. Dennis Ogboo doesn't agree with his corner. Regardless, Rich Gingras is going to win this by knockout as he sends Ogboo to all 4s on the canvas. Ogboo's trying to say it wasn't a punch. He came in and pulled him down. Regardless, Ogboo stayed on his knees for the first 6 seconds of the count, so it had to have been a punch.
Yep. And Gingras is really, landing those body shots again. It must have fooled him, and he got him upstairs with that leaping in left hook.
And check out a replay here and see if Ogboo's on anything that Gingras pulled him. You see he hits him with a monster shot right there.
That right hand as he leaves that up body. 2 shots to the body, 1 left. Oh, it was kind of behind the head, but it was still a left hook.
He did hit him with 2 nice overhands and then 2 body shots after that. Whether that was a pull or not.
Yes, we can see it again. Here's the 2 body shots. Body, and then comes up with the left hook. Bang. It was kind of right on the ear. But that's an excellent, excellent combination. He's been going to the body for the first round and into the second. Switches it up, goes body, and then comes up to the head as Dennis drops his hands a little bit.
Let's see the official timage of the stoppage. Bill Carpenter in the center of the ring.
Ladies and gentlemen, the bout comes to an end at 2 minutes, 30 seconds of round number 2. Referee Joey Lupino halts the contest upon the advice of the red corner. Your winner by TKO, Rich Gingras.